Good day, everyone. Welcome to your day 3 program. I thank you all for participating and for this long as well. Right, before we get started, we have to do a recap of what we did on the last training. The last training, if you have not gone through the last training, please go back and go and watch the last training before continue this program. Unless if you decide otherwise that you want to start from this training if you're an advanced learner as well. All right, so a recap of what we did the last training, the last video, the last training. We did buying a domain name, buying a hosting account, how to connect them together. Talked about SSL certificate. I'll talk about hosting and dashboard cPanel tools. Then we talked about file manager, database, email address, SSL certificate, and installing and software installing, which is where we are going to continue on this particular section now. So by now, I know most of you have gotten your email address as your subdomain name for those who is learning. So for those who is following online straightforward, please, what you need is you need a subdomain name, which we talked about in the last section. You need to buy your own subdomain name and buy your own hosting and connect it from the last video that we did. So by now you must have an existing domain name that you can be able to use, because the next section we're going to explain how to start installing our softwares for our web development. All right, so for those who already have their subdomain on their email, please go and check your email, because I'm going to explain it at this section, but you don't have, most of you that have the subdomain name don't have access to cPanel account. So your subdomain name has been created and your software has been installed exactly the way we are going to follow on this particular section. Now your software has been installed automatically. So once your software is installed, you will get your details on your email address. So for those of you submitted your details on your email address, so we're going to explain what we're going to learn on this particular section. We're going to explain what we're going to cover on this particular section. So on this particular section, the first thing that we're going to cover is subdomain names and installing our WordPress. We're going to install our WordPress. Then the next thing, we're going to log into the WordPress and explain the dashboard, how the dashboard works and every other stuff. The difference between your admin panel, your user panel, and the admin panel as well. So we're going to explain WordPress dashboard as well. Then other installation, the themes that you need and the plugin that you need as well. So we're also going to explain about website permalinks and how to put it on maintenance mode and put it off maintenance mode and going off. So thank you, and we'll get started. All right, so we'll continue. Okay, so for those of you who acquired your own domain name outside of this training, you will log into your cPanel. Once you log into your cPanel, for us to continue our lesson, log into your cPanel. I've explained most of the cPanel details, but we're going to concentrate more on the domain name and subdomain name, which I've explained before, but I'm going to repeat it again. So subdomain names, how to create your subdomain name. Some cPanels under the domain sections, you have a subdomain name, you have domain name as well. So it depends on which one that you find. If you're able to find it, you can be able to do that. So your cPanel will give you details, most of the details. If you go at the sideboard, you see most of the details, the email address, the CPU usage, the database, the accounts that you have already. Everything will be listed here as well for you to actually be able to know. You go to the section where you have your subdomain name, bandwidth, and every other stuff as well. So without wasting much of the time, we're going to dive straight into domain names. So we'll go to domain name, because we can't find subdomain here. Domain serves as the same thing as what your subdomain, in case if you want to create a subdomain. But if you bought your domain name and your hosting outside this training, or we didn't send you your subdomain name, all you need to do is just go to your domain straightly and do what? just go to your domain straight. Once you find your domain name already here, you don't need to do any other thing if you are not working with if you are not working with subdomain. Do you understand? All you need to do is just move straight to installing to softwares, which we are going to come through now. But if you are working through subdomain name, or you want to create a subdomain name, this is how you create a subdomain. I've already explained what subdomain name is on the last section, so I don't think I'm going to repeat myself to it again. All right, so how do we create our subdomain name, which we have already explained before, how to create your subdomain. So I'm going to create a test of a subdomain name. I'm going to create a new subdomain name. Now I'm going to call this let me just call it Nnamdi. So we'll have dot. So now this is creating a subdomain name. So it have to come with Nnamdi dot your domain name that you bought. For those that are working on subdomain name, nnamdi.ccmhomes.ng. so this is the email, and so this is the domain name that we are using for this training, that we bought for this training that we are using. Do you understand? So now we have nnamdi.ccmhomes.ng. Do you get me? Now once you do that, you just click on what? Submit. Now once you click on submit immediately, I click on submit immediately, it will register this subdomain name. It means that this is my domain name. For those that paid for their own domain name, this is the name that you have already, but I don't want to install it on this. I want to create another subdomain name because all our students have other subdomain names as well. So this is the new subdomain name. So my website now will now be nnamdi.ccmhomes.com. so once I click on nnamdi.ccmhomes.com, this is what is going to bring out. I can go to my address bar and type it nnamdi.ccmhomes.com. I can click on it for it to open. Now it has opened. Once it opens, you find out that this subdomain name is empty. There's nothing inside because we have not started building our website in it. Do you understand? So that is how subdomain names works. All right, so the next tutorial now we're going to moving on to our lesson, we're going to talk about how to actually install our softwares here so that we'll get started on our website, on building our website. So we'll have to go back to our cPanel. So for those of you who have your own login cPanel details, who purchases their own cPanel details, who's following directly online as well, not from the class. So you can, once you are in your cPanel, in any section in cPanel that you are, if you want to go back to your home cPanel, just click on the cPanel logo here. Once you click on it, to take you directly to your cPanel account. For those of you who are working on Classroom, which we created our subdomain, you don't really need to bother yourself in terms of this because your subdomain has been created already. So but you need to actually know the steps of creating this in case if you want to buy your own domain name by yourself as well. All right, so once you go back to your cPanel, you go down to where you have software. Go back to where you have software. So you have so many softwares here as well. So there's other packages, other softwares that you know as well. But because WordPress is popular, so why do we decide to use WordPress? If you go to most of these cPanels, they have WordPress as number one. Do you understand? Apart from those that wants to start writing codes, but because this is a 3 weeks program, we need to use WordPress. WordPress, it has a little bit of code, but it makes it easy for people to actually build their website. But we are not going to dive deeply into writing code because we want to use WordPress to build our website. So what is WordPress and why WordPress? So WordPress is a popular and a free open source content management system that allows users to create and manage a website without needing to write any code at all. Without needing to write any code, unless you're an advanced user. For those who wants to move into advanced building website, can still be able to use WordPress and still write their code. Do you understand? So we're going to talk about so many other stuff under this website, under WordPress as well. So why WordPress? There's other forms of open source that we have, which is Wix, for those who always go online, you see Wix advertising their softwares. Is a software for building website as well. We have Drupal, we have Joomla, we have Webflow, we have Medium, we have Shopify as well, which some of you have seen online as well. But there are all sorts of softwares for building website as well. But WordPress is number one. WordPress is actually number one. Apart from those writing codes, WordPress is the next in line, which everybody uses. In fact, most of these website uses WordPress. For example, if I tell you that CNN is even on WordPress, you'll be shocked. Like most of these websites, like the Vanguard newspaper that we use, most of these news websites, and some of other shopping website as well. Shopping website as well uses WordPress. It makes it very easy for them. So we're going to dive inside on how to install WordPress on our website, because remember our website is empty. Remember our website is empty. The nnamdi.cm homes I created is empty. There's nothing at all that's inside, so we have to start installing inside now to see how it goes. All right, so what we're going to do is to click on WordPress. You can click on WordPress manage, or you can click on software app installation. Once you click on it, you have something like this to install most of the softwares that you need. Your Joomla is here, most of them, PHP, so many of them as well that you can be able to install. But as I told you, WordPress is just number one. So if you look at our database, you can find out that WordPress is number one. So we are learning from the number one main software. So all you need to do is click on install. Once I click on install, it will ask me where do I want to install it to. Now I have this is your address. Now we talked about now this is your address as well, so you can select your address from here, which is just what it is. So you have to select the one that has HTTPS, that's a site secure. We talked about SSL certificate before. If you install this X, means that it's the same SSL certificate. Depending on the SSL certificate that you have been installed, I told you that this is your first security. So if you click on this address, you find out that this doesn't have it, this has it. This now the difference between www World Wide Web, the difference between www, you don't need to worry about that, because now it's not really all that necessary for you to just include this again, because some people can just go to your website. For example, if you go to Facebook and type facebook.com, even if you didn't add www, it doesn't it will still open. Do you understand? If you add www.facebook.com, it will still open. If you just add facebook.com, it will still open, because this www is being getting rid of. There's no need, it's no more necessary to be adding this www worldwideweb.com. So it's no more all that necessary. So you can either select it as well if you want to, or you can either not select it. But before you select the one that comes with your SSL certificate, you must make sure that your system has SSL certificate and it has been installed as well. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to select this and not this. This is the default one, but we're going to select this as well. Now this is the main domain for those of you who bought their own domain as well. I'm going to remove this WP for security reasons. So I'm going to select Nnamdi. If you look at the domain name that I've already created, it will appear here. So all the subdomain names that you created with this name will appear here. The ones that you did not create will not appear here. So I've created Nnamdi, which is what I created now. I'm going to select it as well. Once I select it, I come down here. I'm going to put the name of my blog. If it is a shopping site, I'm going to call it what name I want to call it, number one shopping site or Nnamdi shopping site. Then I'm going to come here and write number one shopping site in Nigeria as well. So so that is it for you. That is the name tag. It helps people to actually identify your website even if they are not on that website. Once that website is loading, if you touch the icon on the website or the address bar, it will bring out this name as well. So there's other places to change this name inside your website as well. So we're going to learn about that as well. So I can write anything that I want to write here and write my name here as well, the name of my blog here as well. This is the admin section. I can decide to change my admin section to whatever I want to as well. I can change my password to whatever I want to change my password to as well. So it depends on what I want to change, but I'm going to leave it at admin as well. All right, so this is the email address. Sorry. So this is the email address. So most cases we use info, or you can decide to change your email address to anything that you want to change it as well. So we're going to change it to info@cmshomes.com. This is the actual domain name that we're using, info. So, or you can create services, or you can create any other one. So it depends on the one that you have created as well, which I've taught you how to create your email addresses. So any custom email address that you created, you're going to install it. You're going to put it here as well. Sorry. So once you do that, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to just go down and click on what? Install. So once you click on install, it will take some time. It will take some time and install. Once we install, we'll view our website and see how our website looks like before we start configuration and other stuff. So once it's done installing, to tell you that I'm done installing. So once you're done installing, you just click on your home and we're going to view how your website looks like exactly. So we'll take some time because this is our first installation. So let's try and reload again and see how our website looks like. Refreshing this website is not working. The installation I just made now, refreshing the website, is not working. Okay, now why I left this way so that I'll use it on my live training is because you guys will learn from there as well. Because when I was installing the subdomain names for some of the students, it happens this way, so I had to pause it this way and be able to make a screenshot for it so we can be able to use it as well on our training. Do you get? All right, so for those that bought, if you buy your domain name and you're hosting from direct source, for example, if you want to start building your website and you buy your domain name, you enter your domain name that you want to buy with your host. They will ask you which hosting packages do you want. Once you select your hosting packages from the same online source, from the same source, it will sync automatically to itself. It will sync automatically. The DNS will sync. I taught you something about DNS before, what connects your domain name and your hosting together. So if people that bought their hosting and domain name from the same source, from the same day, from the same source, from the same ticket, it will be synced automatically. Do you understand? But this did not sync, so it's good that it did not sync, so that I will use it for this training as well. Although I have explained about DNS before, but I'm going to explain it for you guys again using this example. Now sometimes it's good if you are building website, if you are facing all these challenges, because challenges will make you to be very perfect in web development. Not just in web development, any services at all that you are rendering for people. If you keep having challenges, you will be able to be fixing those challenges by yourself. There are some people that their work is just to troubleshoot website. They are very good in troubleshooting people's website, but that will be a different package that I'm going to another different tutorial, another different video, how to fix any problem on your website in case, because sometimes your website might develop problem at any time, so you should be able to know how to fix it and how to identify, but that will be a different video on a different day. All right, so I will continue. So when this happens, the first thing that I did was to log in. I logged into my accounts that I use in buying the domain name to check what my name server is, because as you can see, it's saying that the name server is not connecting, has issue with the name server as well. So once I logged into my account, to the website, the domain name that we are using, go to the next DNS name server section and find out that this is the name server that is set here automatically. So what I did was I need to go to the my email address and confirm if it is the same, because it should be the same, but I don't know for a reason it's not connecting. So once I log into my email address, and this is all the details that they sent to me. So if I check the details, they say name server 1 here, and it is NX61. Do you understand? NX62. So if I go back to my lesson, it's saying 15 and 16. So it's not supposed to be 15 and 16. So it's supposed to be NX what? NX61 and NX what? 62. So once you're done with it that way, your website should be able to actually, and you need to click on save. Then you need to wait at least the minimum of 1 hour before this will connect automatically, but I've done this before, but I just left this part so that I will use it for the training as well. Do you understand? Because this was one of the challenges I was having, so I decided to put it under training as well, so that you understand how name server works. If it did not connect very well after installing your software, your website will not still open. Do you understand? So you click on save. Once you click on save, it will automatically take it and your website will open. So let's go back and refresh our website. Once we go back and refresh our website again, you find out that our website has actually opened. So this is it, nnamdi.ccmhomes.ng. So our website, our first website has actually opened. So that is how to fix your DNX error in case if you're building your own website and you face that error. So we'll continue. So we are going to move to WordPress dashboard, which is the next thing that we're going to do now. So how do we log into our WordPress dashboard? Okay, so now we have to log into our admin panel. Now let's go back to from where we installed our software back. So this is the page where we installed our software. After finishing installing, to tell you congratulations. So this is where we tested our website and it was not opening. Then we decided to set up to check our DNX and find out that our DNX was the problem, that it wasn't properly configured. All right, so we'll continue. So we'll have to process of going through your admin panel, like for somebody who is building the website, because it's only the developer, the person that is building the website should be able to have access on this admin panel. Please pay attention. The login on this admin panel or the URL of this admin panel is not supposed to be given to a random person. It's only for the person that is building the website. Do you understand? It's only for the person that is building the website should have access, the login details of your admin access. Now, the only access that every other user should have is your front end to go to your website, browse, go to forms and fill and the rest of the things. But your admin panel, no other person should have access to it. Your admin C panel, your admin website, do you understand? Because you have different types of login. The first of when they send you your details that you're supposed to log into your cPanel, this is how it looks like. Here you have your cPanel username, and your cPanel what? Password. Do you understand? This one is the password that you use for building, for logging into your cPanel before installing any software that you're going to use. So after when you finish doing that, you have to create, when you finish installing your software again, you create another password again. This one is for web developer. Do you get what I'm saying? So if you have two web developer access, is the super admin that will have access to this particular place, so that none of these softwares could be uninstalled. Then the second password that you need is the one that you created here. Do you understand? It's the one that you now created here that you can be able to do what? To use as well. Do you get what I'm saying? So now you have two process of going through your admin. Now the first one is here. This is your admin URL. If you look at this admin URL, the ending says WordPress, it says wp-admin as well. Do you understand? So this is it. So you need to take note, write this down. This code, this here, you need to write it down. This is how you log in. For example, any website at all. Let me open a new browser, any browser. Once you type your website name, any website at all that you typed here, any website at all, once that website is installed on with WordPress, if you put slash, what's this, admin, do you understand, and click enter, once that website is hosted with WordPress, it will automatically open WordPress section where you have to put your password and your any website at all. Once that website is developed, unless the admin decided to change it, you can now decide to change this and remove it so that it will not be opening from WP admin. Do you understand? But that is the process. So we'll go back. So this is the link. So please save this from here to here. You need to save it as well. Please save from here to here. So once you put your website.com/ you put this and click enter, it will enable you to log in as admin unless you decided to change it. All right, so without wasting much of the time, instead of me typing on it, I'll have to just click on it to open. So once I click on it to open, it will open the admin asking me to put in my login password, but I'm not going to put in my login password. It's going to open automatically. The reason is because I'm logging in from the cPanel. I'm already in the cPanel, so it's giving me the full access, because if I have the full access on the cPanel, I can be able to log into my WordPress dashboard without going to type in my password that I created before, because I'm already at the cPanel. So I told you guys that you have two ways of logging into your admin panel. Is either you log in from your cPanel. If you have access to your cPanel, log into your cPanel first. You can click on the installation and come back to your what and come back to where you can log into your cPanel. Now, this cPanel, this installation process, if you want to uninstall this WordPress or do any other thing with it, like edit it or modify it, once you are still under the software installation, you can click on all installation. If I click on all installation, I will see the installation that I have installed so far, which is Namde. Now I can be able to delete it. If I delete it, the WordPress, this site itself, will automatically be deleted. It will not be existing again. Do you understand? So if I decide, I can decide to modify it, I can decide to clone it, I can decide to do any other thing that I want to do with it. So that is your installation process, and that is how to install. So now once you install that and done that already, we're going to log into our dashboard from the process I told you already. So you click on it and log in to your dashboard. Once you log into your dashboard, so you see something like this. This is called WordPress dashboard. It's tell you welcome to WordPress. So this is how WordPress dashboard looks like. So you have your assistant, you have your dashboard, you have your post, you have your media, you have your pages, your comments, your appearance, plugin, users, tools, settings, and every other stuff. So we are going to talk about all these things. We're going to pick the important ones and talk about it one after the other. So that is how your dashboard looks like. Continue. All right, so first of all, I'm going to explain dashboard for you. So once you log into your WordPress dashboard, you will see all the details of your WordPress. When you keep building your WordPress, you keep installing more things. Some of the details will be you'll be seeing them here. How your websites improve, people that visited your website, the pages that are ranked higher. If you keep installing some other plugins, you can be able to understand and see them here. So everything will be, you'll be seeing it from the dashboard here. So the next thing we'll talk about is posts. So we'll go to posts. So this particular section we'll call posts is for people writing blogs, especially for people writing blogs. You find out that this my website has only one particular post, for now. Now, if we go back to our website, where is this post exactly? If we go back to our website, you have Hello World. Hello World, this is the first post that I have here. So if I open it, once I click on it to open, so this is it. Do you understand? So and the comment is down below as well. So if I go back here and decide to edit this, I can be able to edit it by clicking on edit. I can decide to add any other thing or delete any other thing on this particular post as well. Still opening. So I have these details here. I can decide, okay, I don't want it to have welcome to WordPress. Let me remove welcome to just WordPress and leave WordPress and click what? Save. Once I click save, or you click publish and go back to our website. Let's go back to our website and refresh this website, and you will see the welcome to will disappear automatically because I've already edited it. Do you understand? Inside my website. Do you understand? So how do we go back? We can click on this icon here, which is the WordPress icon. It will take me back from where I clicked on to edit this particular page. So do you understand? So that is post for you. So most times post comes with most people that uses post, that write with post, is people that are running blogged website, mostly news website and blog website, because you have to have your comment section and every other stuff so that people can follow up replies and other replies as well. So the next one is your media. Click on media. Every file that we uploaded in this website, this is where you can find it. Do you understand? You can upload files from here by clicking on add media and select a file that you want to select from your computer and now upload, and you can be able to upload. Do you understand? Now there's other places that you can upload files again. If you are under post as well, if you are under post and you are writing while editing a particular post, you can still be able to upload your file from here. You can still be able to still upload your file inside here. Do you understand? Inside a particular post and upload it. Click on plus here and be able to upload. But we're going to talk about that on page editing, on how to format your page and other stuff as well. All right, so we'll go back again. So now the next thing is what is your pages. We could talk about our pages. Our pages is quite the same thing. So I think our network is bad. Okay. So our pages is quite the same thing with post. The only difference is your page is organized with page. If you come in anybody's website, you find out that how people arranges their website depends on the type of website. If you are building a company website, most of the section that you use mostly is your pages and not a post. Do you understand? You use your pages very, very well. Organize your contacts page, your about us page, the company profile page, and everything be done on these pages and not on post. Do you understand? But they have similar content platform that you can still edit with. Do you understand? The same thing, how your page works with is how your post works with. Typing, everything, title, the same thing, is exactly the same thing, similar. But you should be able to identify and differentiate which one is post and which one is your page from your admin panel, so you can be able to arrange it properly. So if we go back to our website, now, this is a post because it's written blog as well. So you can decide to arrange yours the way you want it to be. Now you have other sections here, which is about us and frequently asked questions, and these ones mainly are pages. And then you have on top of it where you arrange your pages as well, contacts page, about us page, and the rest of the things. If I click on this sample page, which is a sample page already here, so this is the sample page. And if I go back to my editing, my WordPress dashboard, I find out that this is the sample page. So if I delete this or I edit it, it will as well be arranged in here as well. So do you understand? So that is it. Alright, so the next thing again, you have your comment section where all the comments has been made on this website as well. If you can be able to edit any comment or spam any comment or arrange it, or if you don't want the comment, if you want to edit it on your website, you can be able to remove it, especially for those that are running blog websites. Do you understand? So the next thing is your appearance. This appearance, most times we are going to concentrate more on this appearance on the next section, because this appearance is where the look and feel of your website will look like. Your team, we call it teams, WordPress call it teams, to arrange your website the way you want to arrange your website, the way you want it to look like. So now if we look at here, we'll find out that this WordPress is telling us that this particular theme is active. It's telling us it is active. This is the theme that our website is using. This is the theme that makes our website to look like this. If I decided no, I don't want to use this one, I decided I want to change it, I can be able to click on what? Click on this to activate it as well. I want to activate this one and click on activate. If I click on activate, it will start activating. Once it's finished activating, it will adjust to this side. If I go back to my website again and click on what? Refresh, it will change this look and feel a little bit. Do you understand? So this is how my website now looks like now, because I've changed it to have activated another theme to it. Do you understand? I can decide to now edit some of these things the way I want, which we have not gone to that stage, but we'll finally get to that stage. So I can decide to activate any other one that I want to activate as well to it. So do you understand? So that is how you activate your themes on your WordPress. Now you can decide to actually, how do I add more themes? Because if I look at here, I found out that it's just 1, 2, 3, just 1, 2, 3 themes. How do I activate more themes here? If you go to add, on top of this place, you find that you are getting add themes. Once you click on this add themes, you see more popular themes as well that you can be able to use. There's so many of them, depending on the type of website that you want to build. Depending on the type of website that you want to build to make things easier for you. If I decided I want to use something like this, all I need to do, I click on install. Once I click on install, it will start installing if I like this. Now, once it's installing does not mean that it will start working on my website automatically. I have to still activate it once the installation finish, but the installation is still running. Now the installation has finished. If I go back to my website and even click on refresh, it will not apply because I have not activated it. It will not apply because I have not done what I have not activated it. So it's still the previous one that is still there. Now, how do I activate it? I need to click on activate immediately so that it will be activated. If I don't want to activate it, I want to preview other ones as well. I can say, let me see how other ones will look like without installing it. Under all these themes, you have two options: install and preview. Install and preview. I can decide to, let me just preview this, or let me preview this and find out how this one looks like. Then I'll now know what's next to do. If you preview this, you find that the way it's looking nice. Sometimes it doesn't look good, sometimes it looks good as well. But you can still check other ones as well. Preview this to actually see how this one is looking like. If you don't like it, you can go back and still check preview other ones as well and see how this one is actually going to look like. Now if you notice that the difference between here, the preview here and the ones that you preview are quite not the same thing. They are quite not the same thing. They are different. You have different preview. If you click on preview on this, it looks different. It doesn't look exactly like the way what you are seeing, but this one looks exactly like what you are seeing. So not all themes will look exactly like what you are seeing. So you keep previewing until you get the type of themes that you think that will work for you. Some makes it easy, some doesn't make it easy. But because when you preview this one, it doesn't look like that, does not mean you cannot set it up to look like that. But they are giving you how it will look like. But this is just a sample. So you are going to be the one that will have to customize it to now look exactly the way it is here from what they are previewing to you. Do you understand? So that is how it works. So not all of them will look exactly the way the preview is. So are you following me? So that is it in terms of themes customizing. So later training, we are going to do customizing our themes, but we'll move on to our WordPress dashboard, so other stuff that we can do. So we'll go to the next one, which is called our plugin. So what is the work of this plugin? Very, very important. Plugin is the only thing that structures this website apart from your theme to the way it works. If you look at this plugin that I just opened now, you have seen it. You find out that you have a backup, you have backup pro, you have cookies, you have go SMTP, which is for your email address sending. So all these things, plugins, are the things that function this website. These are the things that prevent anybody that is using WordPress to, instead of writing codes, you will now install those plugins that will help you to write that code. Do you understand? Now, if for example, if I want to put a contact page on my website. I want to put a contact page on my website. Instead of me going to write the code, write the body of the code, how it looks like, where people will type their name, their everything. All I need to do is I will just come here and download a contact form. If I go here and click add a plugin, most of them are free. If you just type contact here, it will give you contact. It will give you the list of all the contact plugin that you can be able to use. You have contact form 7, you have a WP form, you have a formidable form, contact form as well. So you have so many contacts that you can be able to install. Once you click on install, for example, I click on install all this, it will start installing. Remember, anything that you finish installing on WordPress and you want to start making use of that immediately, you need to click activate. If you do not click activate, it will not be functioning. So once I click activate, I can now be able to use this contact form and set up my website with a drag and drop where I want my contact to be, how I want it to be arranged, and it will be looking very, very beautiful instead of wasting a whole lot of time trying to type a code. Do you understand? So WordPress is a platform, a software that you can use to arrange any type of website from scratch. Do you understand? So that is how contact. So where is the contact that I just installed here? So look at it here, contact form 7. This is for applying for contact forms on your website. Now you have another thing which is called users. So we'll go back to users. So everybody that have registered on this my website, the user will be here. So but nobody has registered. It's just the admin, which is me. the account. So any other person that registered on this website, on my website, for people that are browsing, people that are doing anything, if I have a registration form or any other thing, they will come here and stay. I can be able to edit them, delete anybody I want to delete. I can even add extra person. Do you understand? If I click on add, I can add anybody as an admin, somebody that can help me and be managing this website. I can go here and add the person's username, add the person's email, phone number, and everything. And from this role section, I'll now change it to admin. If I change it to admin, anybody I added here can be able to log in as an admin, just like what I'm seeing, and be able to change this website and change anything. But if I decide to put it under subscribe, the person will just be under subscribe. You put your email address and your first name and your password and whatever, and put the person's listing and send it. The person will be able to do what? Edit his own account. Now, for the admin section part of it as well, I can decide to edit my own password. Do you understand? Because all the subdomain will be created here. WordPress will be installed automatically to your emails. Now you can be able to change that password if you want to change it. So how do you change it? Go to the admin section, click on edit. If you click on edit, you will see the admin section, your admin name. You cannot be able to change this login name, but you can be able to change your password. How do you change your password? Go to set new password and type another password as well. Once you finish typing it, you click on update profile. If you click on update profile, your password, your admin password will be changed automatically. Do you understand? So that is how to change your admin password or add extra admin as well. So anybody that registered on your website will actually appear here automatically. The database will take it automatically and register the person. So once you log in here, you will see it. For people that doesn't have access to the admin, for just like a subscribers. So do you understand? So the next thing we'll talk about is just tools. So we have other tools in case if you want to import or export your work to another place, you want to see your site's health, you can as well go here and see them as well. So go down to your import and export. This is import. This is all the tools that you can use to import in, and these are all the tools that you can use as well for exporting as well, how to export your work as well. But we are not importing and we are not exporting. So the next section that we're going to talk about, which is very important, and I think is going to be the last one under editing, because all these ones are just plugin that the host installed for me automatically if I want to use, but the major ones is the ones that I just explained now. So this is my settings. So this is at the settings of my website. So this is the name that when I was installing this WordPress, this is the actual name that it was asking me, but I didn't change it. For now, I can be able to change that name. If my website is another thing, I decided I want to change my website from stock selling to maybe a betting Nigeria club or stuff like that, I can be able to type it here and change it, put a site logo. You will not change anything here, because if you change anything here, it will alter your website. Do you understand? Your email address, you can be able to change it, but you need to confirm it from the old email address to make sure that you are the super admin. Do you understand? So once you are done with it, you just click on save. It will save automatically. Now the next thing under settings, because there are so many other stuff under settings, go back to our writing settings. Under the same setting, you click on writing. Once you click on writing, it will open this for you. Now you can be able to change your your categories. Be able to change your category, the format of your category, which is not really necessary now, but we're going to talk about it again when we start posting, when we start doing posting, depending on what kind of website you want to start building. So we'll go back to another thing, which is called reading. So let's go back to reading under settings as well. Remember, we are still under settings, so we're going to touch almost everything on these settings as well. So under settings, you have how many posts to show, then which post do you want to select as your latest post, or do you want to use a static page as well, which we are going to still do. If we go back to our website now is under latest post, so which means our website is showing our latest post. If we go back here, you find out that our website will under is our we have changed our theme, so we'll have our blog. So it depends on the theme that you have. Because I changed this theme, the previous theme was giving me my latest post in front. Now, because of this team has arranged this place, have altered this place not to show your latest team again. But under that post, how many posts do you want to be seeing? How many posts do you want to be seeing? I want to be seeing 10. When somebody click on next, the person will see another 10. When somebody, but how many do you want to be seeing in front, arranged on the blog form, or this just 10 posts? If I write more than 10, just show me 10. If I do not write more than 10, show me the ones I wrote. But if I wrote more than 10, just show me, and also click on next for me to see others as well. So that is just pretty much about it. So we'll go to discussion. So under discussion, how people interact with your website. So I'm going to teach you the first thing to actually remove from your own website. This will be your first practical. If you log in, if you get your login in details in your email, for those that got their login in details in their emails on their subdomain and this. So the first thing you do is you need to uncheck most of these things. You need to uncheck this attempts, notify, blog, blah blah blah, link, so that your website will not cause, you will not have much spamming on your website. Uncheck this as well, notification from other blogs as well, uncheck it as well. Read through from these sections and say allow people to submit comments on your new post. You can decide to uncheck it or not to uncheck it as well, so that you not have spam comments and spam contacts or whatever on your website. Do you understand? So you can uncheck the ones that you don't want, depending on how you want them to look like on your website, depending on the type of website that you are building. So once you are done with it, you can be able to come here and come and click save. So once you click save, it will save automatically. It will save. I don't know why mine is saving. I don't know why this is appearing. I have to still configure this protocol very well. So now once you save it, so just go through this and know the ones that you want to save until when you finish building your website, you can be able to still check it back. But especially this, please always uncheck it, please. If you do not uncheck this, when people send spams, they will be coming into your comments, your comment section. They will be coming into your comment section very, very well. Please uncheck that particular angle. All right, now another thing is your media. You have your media, the sizes of media. Let's go to settings again, media. So the size of media while uploading, what is the size, the pixel size, and this. You can leave it at default, it doesn't really matter. Then another thing is your permalinks, which is important as well. Now, if you go to our website now, so this one is the one that's fixed already. Permalink is also very important, please. Now, if I go to my website and open some, let me decide to open the sample page. If I go to open sample page, it will open properly because it will open properly namde.ccm home/sample page, because that is what we call our permalink. Now, let's go and open maybe blog. Let's go and open another thing. Let's try and open our blog section. Where is that? Okay. So this team has rearranged our blog section. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go back. Okay. Okay, let's go back and reactivate the previous team so that we'll come back to this place again. So let's go back to arrange and activate our team, the other team that we're using. So we can be able to open this. So let me decide to activate this particular team now. This is one that I installed, but I did not activate it, the second one. So I've activated this team. This one exactly. This is the one I installed, but I did not activate it. All right, let's try and refresh our website. So this is our first blog. Let's open this blog. We'll open this blog. If you see on top of this place now, on their permalink, it's telling me this is my domain name.com, namde.cmhome.com/2020/11/2026, the date that this particular page was created, with this particular blog. But some people don't like it, some people like it. Do you understand? So how to edit that? This particular section is from what we call our permalink. So we'll go back to our settings again and come to that permalink, and we can be able to edit it as well. We don't want it written that way. We want it to be written just the website name and the name of the page, which is Hello World. So we'll go back and select this post name. We'll call it post name. So we can structure it as post name, and once you select the post name and you click on what save. It makes it much more easier for people to remember your page or to go to your page or to type a random page. So if I refresh this now, it will page not found because I've changed it. So it's bringing another different thing. So all I need to do is just go back to my home and come back again. I'll go back to my home and actually open that page again. The permalink will be fixed properly, which is namde.cmshomes.ng/hello world. Do you understand? Which is better for me, but you can decide to use any other one that you want to use. But for me, this is actually the better because of Google ranking and the rest of the things. And you click save as well. So that is pretty majorly part of it in terms of your editing your dashboard. So this is all you need to know about dashboard. So in the next section that we are going to do, we are going to start with what? We are going to start with finding a theme that we're going to use. We're going to customize that theme properly. We're going to start typing as well on our website and start arranging our menu and the rest of the things. Before we end this section for today for our day 3 program, I have to also explain to you how under your plugin sections and your theme section as well, please, the plugin that you don't need, you need to delete them. Don't keep installing plugins and themes that you don't need. For example, if you go to themes now, if I go to my theme now, this is the theme I just installed now. I can decide to activate it to use it. Do you understand? But if I find out that this is the only theme that I want to use, please delete other ones so that they will not be causing issues on your website. Do you understand? How do you delete other themes that you don't want to make use of? If I click on it, you will see delete under it. You now click on delete and click OK. It will be deleted automatically. Do you understand? To reduce load, don't keep don't keep installing themes, installing plugins that you are not making use of, because it will cause your website to be very slow. If you go to plugin at the same time, any plugin that you don't want to make use of, for example, some of these ones that the host installed for us, you need to as well delete it. So how do you delete plugin from a host? You need to deactivate it first. Once you deactivate it, you now delete it. For example, this one that I installed, which is contact from 7, I need to click on deactivate. If I click on deactivate, I can now click delete. If you want to do a massive delete, all you need to do is check the ones that you want to delete. Once you finish checking them, you will now come on top of this place and click deactivate. If you select deactivate and click on apply, it will deactivate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I just selected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you understand? If I want to delete these 5 again, if I want to do it, I can be able to do it 1, 1, 1. Click on delete 1, 1, 1. I can as well do it. I can do a mass delete as well. Select all of them and just go back to my delete as well. And now select delete. Where is delete? Delete, and now click apply. Once I click apply, they will all be deleted, but I did not click on it because I didn't want to delete all of them. I can either delete just one. Let me delete this one as well. Do you understand? But I have to delete all these ones later on, the ones that I'm not making use of. So any plugin and any theme that you're not making use of, please try and delete them. Thank you so much. Please go to your email, get your login details, practice so far from what I've done. Then we'll now move to the next stage. Please try and log into your account. Make sure your login is working. If it's not logging, you send a message. If you can't find yours on your email, you send a message as well. So we'll answer you. Thank you very much on this class.